guys, before we get started, I just wanted to say that last night I got to do something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I was able to compete in 4K D-Ray's movie collection battle. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with this, I'm going to link his channel down below. You guys really need to check this out. It's probably some of the most fun you can have on the internet. I mean, it's really a good time. And the guy that I went up against, I mean, he's just a class guy. It's DownToMovie. And you guys are probably familiar with him. Just in case you're not, whatever, I'll be sure to link his stuff down below. It was a great time. Unfortunately, I did not win, but just going in, I was afraid I was going to get embarrassed. I mean, DownToMovie's been doing this a lot longer than me. I'm the new guy on the block, and just the fact that I was able to go in and compete and make it close and enjoyable, I was happy with that. And like I said, it was a great experience, and it's something I hope I get to do again real soon. But you know, once again, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to drop a thank you to 4K D-Ray for having me on. And thank you, DownToMovie, for being such a great competitor. And I wish you the best of luck in the rest of the tournament. But guys, like I said, I'm going to link all that down below. Do yourself a favor and check this out, guys. Like I said, it's a great time. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Pop's Movie Dungeon. I wanted to hop on here real fast and do an update video. This will be my second update video for the month of August. I'm planning on probably having 2 to 3 of these a month, depending on what I get. I got a pretty good mix. I have some Blue Underground, I have some Arrow, I have some Scream Factory, I have some Shout Select. So I got a little something for everybody. So guys, there's a few of these titles I've never seen. So I would appreciate if you guys leave some comments down below and maybe let me know which ones I should check out first, which one you guys recommend. But I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. For some reason, I have a hard time keeping my videos as short as I want them to be, but we're going to give it a try. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Well, my first title, I filled a hole with my Scream Factory standalone releases. I have Scream Factory's New Year's Evil. So this is a 1980 movie that was released by Scream Factory back in 2015. It has been out of print with Scream Factory since 2019. And this one here was not very easy to get. I had to get on eBay and look around for this one for a pretty good while, and I got it for not a bad price. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but it wasn't unreasonable. I mean, obviously more than the actual price of the movie, but that's what you get with out-of-print stuff. I don't know much about this, guys. This was, like I said, 1980, and I'm cheating here, guys. I got my screen up here, but I'll give you just the basic information. I want to keep this short. This is a movie that is directed by Emmett Alston. I don't know anything about him. It stars Roz Kelly, Kip Niven, and Chris Wallace. So guys, let me know down below what you think about this movie. I mean, I don't know much about it. I mean, it's a New Year's Eve killer movie. I guess now we got one for what, every holiday just about. But there's the back of it, guys. And this does have reversible artwork. I'm guessing that is the artwork that Scream Factory released. And I'm thinking that is the original artwork. And feel free to correct me, guys. In the process of trying to get all of Scream Factory standalone releases, I have all the collectors, I have all the Shout Selects, and I'm trying to get all these standalones, and there is a friggin' ton of these standalones. So I'm working on it, guys. This one here's from 2015. I think I have all the ones from 2012 through 2014. I think I have all of those titles now, and I'm working on 2015 now, and there was an ass ton released in 2015. So anyway, guys, I'm happy to have that. The next thing I picked up, guys, was Bad Moon. This is another Scream Factory standalone release. This was originally released by Scream Factory in July of 2016, and it is still currently in print. Right now, you can grab this from their website for $15.97. Now, this movie here was originally released in 1996. It was directed by a guy named Eric Red. I'm not familiar with him, but it stars Beryl Hemingway. Yes, Hemingway. That's Ernest Hemingway's granddaughter, which I thought was kind of neat. And I'm probably going to say his last name wrong. Michael Parr. I think I'm saying that right. And you know him probably from Eddie and the Cruisers. I think he was in Streets of Fire. You know, pretty solid actor. But a lot of people say this is a very underrated werewolf movie. I haven't seen this movie probably since the 90s when it came out. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out again, guys. But that's what you got there. That's the cover there. And this one here does not have reversible artwork. I'll just show you, that's what the disc looks like inside. I suck at doing these on camera. I get nervous. Alright. So you got, there's the artwork. A little shot of Beryl Hemingway there. And on the inside, you just got some, well, I can't see that with the glare. Take that out. You just got some artwork, guys. And that dog there, I did see doing the little bit of research I did on this. That dog's name is Thor. And supposedly this movie is based on a book named Thor. And supposedly the book was told from the dog's perspective. And so that's kind of interesting. But anyway, guys, Bad Moon. I'm going to try to watch this weekend. I'm always a sucker for a good werewolf movie. And I'm looking forward to checking that one out again. So the next thing I grabbed was The Borrower. Now this was a brand new release by Scream Factory. As I'm filming this, it was released on the 17th of August. This is the 18th. So I just got this in the mail today. And I know nothing about this movie, guys. It was a total blind buy. As y'all know, I'm trying to get all the standalone releases now. And as they release new ones, I just go ahead and grab them up. Because you never know when these titles are going to go out of print with Scream Factory. But you can get this one now for $26.98 on the Scream Factory website. This movie was originally released in 1991. And I don't know anything about it. It was directed by John McNaughton. And it stars Ray Don Chong, pretty big name, Don Gordon, and Tom Towles. And just a real fast synopsis of the movie, guys, real short. It says, aliens punish one of their own by sending him to Earth. The alien is very violent, and when the body he occupies is damaged, he is forced to find another one. So, you know, us horror fans, that sounds fantastic. Most, it might sound stupid as hell. But, guys, it's The Borrower. I'm going to check it out. And like any of these other titles, guys, if I watch something that just absolutely blows me away, I'm going to come back and do a standalone review and give some more information and thoughts on the movie. If down the road you don't see me do that, you know the movie was just okay. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. If you've seen this, let me know down below. Let me know whether or not this is going to be a tough watch or something that I should be looking forward to. I always appreciate the comments, guys. So next we have A Return to Salem's Lot. Another new release by Scream Factory. It shows a release date of August 24th. This is August 18th. I guess I got it early because I pre-ordered it. But this is based on characters by Stephen King. Now, Stephen King has nothing to do with this, but it is directed by Larry Cohen, another very respectable name in the horror community. You know him from the Alive trilogy. And I believe he filmed this one and Alive 3 at the same time, if I remember my notes correctly. But this stars Michael Moriarty, Samuel Fuller, and Ricky Addison Reed. And one interesting thing about this is Tara Reid's debut movie. Tara Reid from the American Pie, at least the first couple movies. But this guy's, I've heard nothing but very mediocre things about this since I heard the announcement. Now there are a few people I think that are excited about this movie, but I know very little about it. I've never seen it, so I'm a Stephen King fan. So part of me wants to really be excited about this movie, but I'm gonna hold my thoughts until after I watch it. So again, guys, let me know below. But there's the cover there. There's the back. And now, guys, one thing that I have not been doing, and I'm kind of ashamed of myself because this is one of my favorite things. There's the inside. This is one of my favorite things about these Scream Factory releases is none of these titles, I have said nothing about the special features. So we're going to go back real fast and revisit, and we're going to do the special features. This won't take long. But it's definitely not going to take long on this one because on the back, it shows none. Now, that is very rare. Even for these 10-long releases, they don't usually have a lot of special features like the collector's editions do. But this one literally has none. So that's interesting. But going back to these other ones real fast, guys, we'll start with New Year's Evil. And I'll just go over the special features real fast. You have audio commentary with director Emmett Austin, new interviews with actors Kip Nevin, Grant Kramer, Taffy O'Connell, and director of photography Thomas Ackerman, and a theatrical trailer. Not much, guys, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. Now, the back of Bad Moon, this ain't too bad. You have a new director's cut approved by Eric Red, plus the original theatrical cut, a new audio commentary with writer-director Eric Red, new interviews with writer-director Eric Red, actors Michael Parr, so they got him back to do this, and Mason Gamble. Special effects makeup artist Steve Johnson and stunt coordinator Ken Kurtzinga. Theatrical trailer and storyboards. And another side note, guys, I remember the werewolf special effects in this being really good. I also remember the transformation of the werewolf. You know, every werewolf movie's got to have a transformation scene. I remember the transformation scene in this being really, really bad. But some of the werewolf attack scenes, I remember the werewolf actually looking really good. But the transformation on this one, guys, not much to it. The borrower, guys, this is going to be real fast. It don't have any. It doesn't show any special features at all. Again, very, very rare for Scream Factory. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to add that to it real fast. Alright, guys, and the next one is another back catalog from Scream Factory, one of their standalones. And this is one that has been high on my list to grab for a while now. And it is Nicolas Cage, one of my favorite actors. It's Nicolas Cage in 8mm. And this is also one of my favorite films by him. This movie here, guys, is a solid movie. I was real excited to see Scream Factory have this one. This was originally done by Scream Factory January 8th of 2019. It's still currently in print. And you can get it for $23.99. So I would grab this one, guys, because you never know when this is going to go out of print. And this is one of those titles I can see once it goes out of print, this thing's going to go for crazy money, guys. So I would highly recommend, if you're a fan of this movie, to go ahead and try to pick this up. Now, real fast, before I forget this, we're going to go over the special features. It doesn't have a lot. It says, new interview with producer-director Joel Schumacher. This is directed by Joel Schumacher 1 year after his blockbuster hit Batman and Robin. We all know what a piece of hot garbage that was. But he redeemed himself in this movie right here. It has an audio commentary with producer-director Joel Schumacher also, and a vintage making-of featurette, theatrical trailer, TV spots, and still gallery. So other than a new interview with Joel Schumacher, it looks like they couldn't get Nicolas Cage back for this. This also stars Joaquin Phoenix, another one of my favorite actors. And Joaquin Phoenix is great as this, guys. I mean, I love him in The Joker. I mean, I'm a huge fan, and he's real good in this. Him and Nicolas Cage are great together in this movie. Now, guys, I'm going to warn you, if you hadn't seen this is a dark, twisted-ass movie, so be prepared. Also has James Gandolfini, rest in peace. I'm sure I'm probably missing somebody else, but I'm doing this from memory, guys. But, this basically was released in 1999, directed by Joel Schumacher. It stars, and look at there, guys, I was correct. It stars Nicolas Cage, Joaquin Phoenix, and James Gandolfini. So I got the three main stars, but I want to say there's some other stars in this movie. If I remember correctly, the guy from Armageddon, the plays the Russian in Armageddon. I can't remember his name, and I'm not going to look it up now. But anyway, it's the guy that plays the Russian in Armageddon. He's in this movie as well, and he's a pretty twisted dude in this movie. So anyway, guys, this is a high recommend for me. You know, if you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm very happy to have this one, guys. So that is all the Scream Factory standalone releases I have in this collection update. Now we're going to move on to the Shot Select titles I have. And this is one of their new releases for the month of August. It was just released August 10th. And this is Havoc. Now this is a movie I'm not familiar with at all. It goes to their website right now for $19.98. When I was looking this one up, guys, you know, it says the main cast, Anne Hathaway, who's a big actress, Bayou Phillips, I had to look her up. And she has kind of a weird filmography. She was in Almost Famous, and she was also in Hostel Part 2. So she has kind of a wide array there. And anyway, this was directed by Barbara Kopel. But when I went down and was looking at the actual cast of this movie, I mean, obviously this is 2005, so this is when some of these actresses and actors hadn't really blown up yet. But listen to this cast, guys. This has got Michael Biehn. I mean, he's a legend for you Terminator fans out there. It has Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Matt O'Leary, Freddie Rodriguez, which I loved him in Planet Terror, and he was great in 6 Feet Under. Laura San Giacomo. So, guys, this thing's loaded with actors, so I'm pretty excited about checking this one out. And something else I've seen, this also stars Channing Tatum, a very young Channing Tatum. And I mean, everybody loves Channing Tatum. He's a great actor. He's always fun to see in a movie. But this here was actually, and I have a point here, guys. Bear with me one moment. Like I said, this came out in 2005. So this is one of his first star. I don't know if he's a star in this movie, but one of his first movies he was in. Now, what's interesting is this came out in 2005, and earlier in 2005, he has a screen credit in War of the Worlds, the Steven Spielberg movie with Tom Cruise. He's credited as just a boy in the church. So I didn't realize that. But anyway, I'm going to have to go back and watch War of the Worlds now and see if I can find Channing Tatum. He's just credited as boy in church for War of the Worlds about the time this came out the same year. So anyway, guys, the more you know. But there's Havoc, guys. This is spine number 122 in the Shot Select line. I'm excited about checking that one out, guys. Pretty impressive cast. Well, guys, I did it again. I forgot to go over the special features for Havoc. So we're going to do that now. And guess what? We're done. No special features. I don't know what's going on, guys. Scream Factory usually at least has something, but I mean it shows no special features. So anyway, I didn't miss it, guys. There wasn't nothing there. So moving on. So next up we have another Shot Select title, and this is one that I was very excited about when I seen it was getting released. And some of you younger people watching right now may not have a love for this movie or may have never even heard of it before. But me being the old guy, this is a set of movies that I grew up on. And this is the Old God Collection with George Burns. Now guys, George Burns is a comedy legend. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of experience with his stuff, with his movies or stand-up. But these movies was my experience with George Burns. And he is absolutely great in all three of these. This is spine number 123 in the Shout Select line. And this one here, guys, now this is 3 movies. And this goes right now for $35.98. It's actually showing a release date of August 24th, which is a few days from now. So just real fast, guys, I'm going to go over these movies. I'll show you what it looks like. This does have a slipcover, and I get excited when one of these comes with a slipcover. And it does have a pretty good amount of special features on the back. I'll go over those, but I'll show you the inside real fast. You got... I always hate these things because they always seem to break. But you have 3 movies inside. No reversible artwork, just some shots from the different movies. And if you recognize that guy on I guess that side there, that's a young John Denver. So that's interesting, guys. John Denver's a legend, not in acting, but I mean as a musician. But guys, I really have not seen these movies since I was a kid. I'm 50 years old. It's probably been 40 years since I've seen these movies. So I'm very excited about going back and checking these out, guys. So, just real fast, I'll go over some of the details of the movie. There's 3 of them. The first one is called Oh God. The second one is called Oh God Book 2. And the third movie is called Oh God You Devil. And George Burns actually plays a double role in that as both God and Satan. And for the times, I remember that, and it may not hold up now, but I remember that being really cool back in the day, him playing 2 parts on the screen at the same time. It was kind of a big deal back then. So anyway, the first movie, Oh God, came out in 1977. And guys, listen to this cast. There's a lot of stars in this movie. It was directed by Carl Reiner. That should tell you something. Pure legend. And it stars John Denver, George Burns, and Terry Garr. But listen to the rest of this cast, guys. You got John Denver, George Burns, Terry Garr, Donald Pleasance, for all you Halloween fans out there, Ralph Bellamy, you know him from Trading Places, William Daniels, Bernard Hughes, and Paul Sorvini, gangster legend. Just real fast going over to Oh God Book 2. It was directed by Gilbert Cates, not familiar with him. And the star quality kind of goes down on the sequels. But I remember all of them being fun. Obviously, the first one's going to probably be the best one. But this one here, it has George Burns, Susanna Plachette, and after that, guys, I don't recognize any of these other names. It does have Dr. Joyce Brothers. So anyway, you guys know who that is. So, Oh God, You Devil, and this is the one I remember watching probably the most. This is the one where he plays the double role. And it's got George Burns, Ron Silver. Ron Silver, he died too young. He was a good actor. And this one here basically says George Burns returns as God and as Satan, and they battle over the soul of a young rock star who is willing to sell his soul to the devil. And I remember this being on HBO one summer, I think every day. I probably watched it every time it was on. And as far as special features, we have new interviews with cast and crew, new audio commentaries on all 3 films by film critic and... oh Lord, here we go. By film critic and theologian. I felt like my southern accent just really came out there. Dr. Donna Bowman. Audio commentaries on Oh God by director Carl Reiner. That'll be fun to listen to. Screenwriter Larry Galbert, actress Terry Garr, and producer Jerry Weintraub. Vintage television appearances featuring Carl Reiner, John Denver, George Burns, and Terry Garr. That's a nice little addition. And theatrical trailers and radio spots. Ooh, I struggled with that. But anyway, guys, that's the special features. Not bad. Better than some of the other ones we've had here tonight. And I'm looking forward to revisiting these guys. So for all you old timers out there like me, the trilogy of Oh God. So that is all the Shot Select titles I have in this update, guys. This next one I only have one from this company in this update, and it is from Blue Underground. It is the latest 4K release of Two Evil Eyes. Now, guys, I'm sure you've heard me say this before, but Blue Underground is the best in the business when it comes to 4K transfers. They're proud of them. They're not cheap, but they're very well worth it. I have not seen this one yet. Just came in the mail. But if I got all the rest of them from Blue Underground, the 4Ks, and every single one has been fantastic. But basically, guys, this is I guess you would call it an anthology. There's two directors tied to it, and I'm sure you've probably heard of both of them. We have George A. Romero, and we have Dario Argento. I mean, two of the best in the business, guys. And this basically is two horror tales based on short stories by Edgar Allan Poe, directed by famed horror directors George A. Romero and Dario Argento. So, guys, I mean, what else really needs to be said? I mean, anybody that's a horror fan is probably going to enjoy this movie. It has a really great cast, guys. There's some big names in this. You have Adriana Barbeau, Harvey Keitel, E.G. Marshall, I mean, a legend, and John Amos, and we have Tom Atkins. Was there a movie that Tom Atkins was not in the 80s and 90s when it come to horror? I mean, Tom Atkins is just great. And, you know, really, just a side note on Tom Atkins. When I started getting into these Scream Factory releases and going back and revisiting some of these horror titles and seeing some that I've never seen before, it's like every single movie I watched, it seemed like Tom Atkins was either the star or had a bit piece in it. I mean, Tom Atkins, he's just a pure legend. And I don't know why, growing up, I've seen a ton of horror movies. I just never really picked up on that. But anyway, over the last year and a half, I've become a really big Tom Atkins fan. And most of you know him from Halloween 3. He's in Creepshow. I mean, I could go on and on, guys. He's in all kind of shit. But, all right, I'm getting off topic here, guys. Anyway, Two Evil Eyes. I'm very excited about having this one. And I'm going to read you guys the special features, but I went and got old man glasses because the special features on the back of this is really small. So here we go. Don't laugh at me. All right. We have, and there's a pretty good amount of features on here, guys. I'll try to be fast. We have an audio commentary with Troy Howarth, author of Murder by Design, The Unsane Cinema of Dario Argento, theatrical trailer, poster, and still gallery. You know, real fast, I'm not a big fan of still galleries. I don't know why, but I mean, does anybody enjoy the still galleries on these special features? I never watch them. All right, on disc 2, excuse me. On disc 2, we have Two Masters' Eyes, interviews with directors Dario Argento and George Romero, special makeup effects supervisor Tom Savini. Come on, guys. Legend. Executive producer Claudio Argento and Asia Argento. Savini's effects, a behind-the-scenes look at the film's special makeup effects. At home with Tom Savini, a personal tour of Tom Savini's home. And that's worth the price of the disc right there. Adriana Barbeau on George Romero. Before I Wake, interview with star Rami Zada, probably saying that wrong. Behind the Wall, interview with star Madeline Potter. One Maestro and Two Maestros, interview with composer Pino Donaggio. Rewriting Poe, interview with co-writer Francis Farini. The Cat Who Wouldn't Die, interview with assistant director Luigi Cozzi. Two Evil Brothers, interview with special makeup assistant Everett Burrell. And Working with George, interview with costume designer Barbara Anderson. So, guys, I mean, if you're looking for special features, this ain't gonna let you down. I'm gonna have to rewatch this again, guys, on the 4K. That's gonna be soon. So, very excited to have this, guys. This is a high recommend, a great movie. Pick it up. So, moving on, guys. All right, guys, my last pickup in this collection update is from Arrow Video, and this is their 4K limited edition box set of Django, or as Ken from Mid-Level Media says, the Django. Sorry, Ken. Anyway, so this is Django, the 4K release from Arrow, and I'm really excited to pick this up, guys. I've heard a lot of people say this was probably one of the best 4K releases of the year so far, as far as the transfer goes. And this thing has an absolute ton of special features. And I'm not going to put you guys through the pain and anguish of me reading this, because it's a lot of names, it's in Italian, and it's getting late, guys, and I'm tired. But it has a lot of special features. But just to let you know that basically it has a restoration, a 4K scan of the original camera negatives by Arrow Films. It has Dolby Vision, HDR10. I mean, guys, I hear this release is fantastic. And I'm more than likely, and another reason why I'm not going over the special features right now, is more than likely after watching this, I'm probably going to do a deep dive into this and do its own standalone review. So be looking for that one coming out in the future. I'll show you real fast though. I mean, with all these titles, you get a really nice booklet. And this poster, guys, I got to show you the poster. I mean, this is what you come to expect from these era video titles. There's the one side, and very nice double-sided poster, guys. Look at that artwork, just fantastic. But this was back in the spaghetti western days. I mean, most people know Good, Bad, the Ugly, all those movies, but this one here, I'm finding out whatever was also a very big title back in the day. And I was not very familiar with this until it was released, but I know that Django Unchained was, I guess, loosely based on this guy. I don't know the full history behind all that, guys. I'm sure most of y'all do. But one I'm real excited to add to my collection, and I will update you guys more after I watch this. I'll add it to my stack of the other 100 movies I still got to watch. So, guys, that's going to do it for this collection update. For you guys that are still sticking around, I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this. Watching me fumble through these collections. But I enjoy doing these collection update, guys, and thank you so much for sticking around. And please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. And I'm having a great time here, guys. I appreciate everybody's support. Everybody has been great. The channel is growing faster than I ever expected. But I will be back soon, guys, with another collection update probably later this month. And again, like I said at the beginning of this video, go check out 4K D-Ray's channel. Go check out DownToMovie. Those two guys are great. They got great content. And check out the movie collection battle, guys. I'm telling you, it's a great time. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get on out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.